spent. Hello, hello. It's Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center. And again, it's Monday, Monday, Monday. And it's time for Bagels and Business for breakfast. And today, Yvonne, we're going to talk about work-life balance. How you doing this morning, Yvonne?
Oh, I am doing great, and I hope that everyone listening is doing great as well, no matter when they listen to us.
And I hope they had a good weekend.
Yeah.
And I hope that they did some things that included self care and fun and some things that they really wanted to do. And so that's why we're going to talk about work life balance today.
Yes.
And I think back to when my kids were young, and then I look at, our business owners who have husbands, wives, children, day jobs, night jobs,
Mhm.
elder care, all kinds of things to do. And I say, how the heck do they balance all of that?
Well, I think they do like we used to do, Sharon.
It's
Because
all a blur. It's all a blur.
right, I haven't forgotten. Yes.
I think a lot of times I was just on automatic pilot. You just put one foot in front of the other. You going out the door, you grabbing stuff, you making mental notes. It's just this constant. But what I found and what I realize is when you're burning the candle at both ends sometimes, your work product or your home product or home life can suffer. And so it's important to find balance. And Yvonne, I'm going to kind of, even though we're not sitting on the coaching couch with you right now, but this is sort of I would say, more of your territory, more your wheelhouse in telling us how we achieve work life balance.
Well, and I thank you for that, Sharon. The first thing I'm going to say is that you have to be very intentional, for one thing, because when we talking about balancing work life and home life, if you are doing your best to do both well, it definitely takes planning. It takes sticking to a schedule. And like you mentioned, Sharon, as well, you have to make sure you are taking care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, at home is going to suffer, especially when you have kids and younger kids. But Sharon, one of the things that I definitely wanted to point out in reference to balancing their lives while being business owners or while trying to start a business, whatever the case may be, is
Mm-hmm.
that just don't not do it, because sometimes people
Right.
think, oh, I'm a single parent. I can't do it being a single parent. And yes, you can, because witnesses are right here on this
Right,
screen.
right, right.
That means you burn the candle a little longer after the kids are gone to bed. And that also means that you discipline the household to know.
Girl, I was just waiting for a pause so I could jump in and say, people have got to learn how to delegate. Everybody's running around having the free time. You cooking, you doing the dishes, you taking the trash out, you cleaning up. There should be a chore list on that
Mhm.
refrigerator. And Monday, whatever the day is, these are your chores. You should not be doing everything yourself. I don't care whether it's children, I don't care if it's a spouse. Well, elder care, okay, get one of the older kids to help with the elder care. But people have got, and I'm getting ready to get on my soapbox. People have got to learn how to delegate. And
Mhm.
once they delegate, they've got to learn how to let go.
Mhm.
Let go of it. It
Right.
may not be the way They didn't alphabetize the vegetables in the cabinet the way you would have, but they're there.
Mhm. Right.
It's a lot of things that we have too much control. We want to control everything to the point that we don't let anything go, and then we get stressed and overwhelmed.
That's so true, Sharon. That is so true. So that was one of the main points because people, especially for our new business owners, those who may have been in business or less than 3 to 5 years, or those who are considering going into business, just know that if you have to go to work full time, you do your full time job. You allow the check that you're getting from that job to help you to invest into your new business. So it's necessary. A lot of times people want to jump out of their job saying, I need more time for my business,
Business.
right? But unless God told you to jump out, you better stay there. Stay there and work that schedule. And still make sure, because yes, you do have to produce on your job. You do have to take care of the family, whether it's children or spouse or whomever it may be. But time management is everything.
You got that right. And I have found that, even for me, and I work downtown DC, I would go out and I'm like right across the street from Botanic Gardens. I'm telling you, Yvonne, I take my lunch, my salad, I go sit out there with the flowers and the butterflies.
Mhm.
It makes a world of difference. It
Yes.
makes so much difference. So you gotta find your sweet spot and your calm spot amongst all the other things and refresh, because
Mhm.
what you said about jumping out there and quitting your job, you want to talk about some stress and no balance, you're gonna feel like this.
That's right.
So, but it is important because stress does kill people. You get heart attacks, you get diabetes, your everything goes wrong. And then your diet, what you eat, what you put in your body, the junk food. Just try and be as healthy as you can. Get outside when you can, even if it's just sitting on the stoop on a bench and just, woo-saw. And it gives you some relief from your day.
Well, Sharon, when you was talking and we was talking about back in the day when we first started, so I'm just gonna speak some realness to those who are
Uh-oh.
just trying to get started. Okay.
Okay.
So for one thing, yes, don't forget to have some fun. You do need to have some fun too. So you got to figure that out, how to still have some fun. But back then, I think age is everything also. Because when we were younger, we had more energy. We were able to operate. I know for myself, I know there were times 3, 4, 5 hours maybe of sleep
Yes,
based off
yes.
of what was going on, but I was able to do that and still function. Today, over 30 years later, that is not the case. So, you have to graduate with your age as well to figure out, if you're in your 50s plus, yeah, you might need to get your 8 hours and then make
Okay, who
sure
you talking about?
all of us. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there because the younger generation, yeah, work it, make it happen. Don't be lazy, work
That's
it.
right. And it's Monday. You should kind of have your schedule set for the week. It may not be in pen, but you should have some type of idea of what needs to get done.
Mhm.
And I always encourage people, if you're like me who writes their schedule timed out, put in some breaks. Put in some
Mhm.
breaks and take them, and come back refreshed, refurbished, whatever, reinvented, and reinvigorated. So I want all you guys to have a good week. Don't
Yes.
forget to go to our YouTube channel. You see that up on the screen, YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, the Business Vision and Development Center, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Yvonne, and we'll see you again soon.
All right. Have a blessed